adventures. That's not my line to start with, but it's Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's only one more of those left before we have to say daylight savings time. I have to start complaining, Bill.
I hate that.
It's 5 p.m. on the West Coast, and we are live. Welcome, adventurers. I'm your guide, Sean McZoo, and this is the Reptile Show reporter. Sitting there in the co-anchor seat, as usual, Bill Strand, the headmaster of the Chameleon Academy, is my co-host. I think I said that twice, but okay. Tonight, we're discussing reptile shows, particularly the smaller ones, and how we define small versus large or what have you. It's time for the video. Let's go to that. All right. I'm still looking like Madam Blueberry over here. I don't know why. It's something about the lighting in the room. I don't think anything will fix it until we get more sunlight. So there we go. Every day we get a little bit more sunlight. So there you go. Let's talk to who's there. Nate Raleigh's here. Let's show his picture. Let's see. Nate. And all right. Who's next on the list, Bill?
Two Turtle Tom.
Two Turtle Tom.
James. James. I just assume, James is kind of a fixture. So, but James is next.
Oh, James is next. Good golly. He was here last week. There he is. And Two Turtle Tom. That's it, Bill. You can't come next week. You get the day off. I'm going to put you on probation for a week.
What the heck? Tom says it's cold in Ohio, and absolutely correct. I'm looking for a window to ship some chameleons into Ohio, and my goodness,
not a chance.
Maybe next week, Tuesday.
Yes, maybe. You never can count on it. Let's see who else is there out there.
Marsha Ann,
Mossy Incarnations. We got both of those there.
Annette, and Stephanie Payne.
Let's see, Marsha Ann. Mossy Incarnations, Stephanie Payne, and who else?
James thanks me for calling him a fixture. You see,
there's a lot. You could have called him a tool, Bill.
Yeah, these kind of things are a compliment for James.
You could have called him a tool.
James, I keep thinking about this. Guys, this is the drainage tray that James built
DIY, yes.
And I got a fixture on it.
There you go.
Every time I see that knob, I think of James.
Oh, good Lord. Marsha Ann, Two Turtle Tom, James Cross, Stephanie Payne, Two Turtle Com, Mossy, Nate.
Liza Ann's here.
All right. Yeah. I guess we'll show her picture. Let's see. Where's this at? I think this is her as a chameleon is what we should do today.
Wait a minute. She's making homemade chicken pot pie.
Well,
we need to go over there and do a live from her kitchen.
Live from the kitchen. All right. Hey, Misty Mountain Fans is here. All right. We need to show her picture. We need to bring her back because we didn't have her on the 1 week she was supposed to be on. We should talk about that as well. But because I wasn't available, I had to go somewhere for my father-in-law. All right, where's the puppy one? There we are. Her and the puppies.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's here.
Yvette's here?
Yeah. Where's that?
I didn't see.
Misty Mountain Fans, right after Eliza.
There she is. Oh, I love my Vetty.
You're too busy looking at making homemade chicken pot pie to see who's here. All right. No one. Renee. Who's Renee?
Renee, that's Marsha's babe.
Huh?
That's Marsha's partner.
Okay. Well.
Renee is Marsha? No, we've got Marsha and Renee. Yeah.
All right, we need a picture then.
Okay, all right.
Show a picture if I don't have it. All right. Let's roll the video.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Video.
Already. Tried to do it twice because I needed to waste some time.
Oh, well, you got Christos. Oh, that's Chris Green.
That's Chris Green. Yes. Let's see. Zev Green Reptiles. Let's see where he's at here. Chris Green. There we go. There we are. All right. So, Bill.
Yes.
Any announcements other than you're not going to be here next week because I gave you the week off? Right.
There is a disturbance in the force. All right. There's a real complication. We are talking about doing a in-person meetup, 10th anniversary at Clint's Reptiles for the Chameleon Academy at the end of July. Well, a Animal Con has decided that they are going to be doing it in July with a date not given yet. And so,
wait a minute, Animal Con in July, is this going to be in Florida?
No, it's going to be at Legacy.
Oh, wow. It'll be like 3 hours from my house.
It'll be right next to you, man.
So I will be there, Bill. Unfortunately, I can't attend your thing at Clint's because it's 33 hours versus 3. You know, 11 times.
Legacy, that's in, was it Michigan?
Yes. Mm-hmm. But around Detroit, north of Detroit. Michigan.
The thing is, they don't have a date yet. They made an announcement. It's going to be in July at Legacy, but no details. And so
that's because they got to get it finished, and it's not finished yet. So
yeah, well, they've got to pick dates sooner or later for us to actually do something.
Later. I mean, it's tomorrow. That's they've been talking about opening for out almost a year now.
Flights and stuff, but so I've got to figure out when those dates are before I put down dates for the 10th anniversary. So everybody hang tight. I've got it on the radar, and we'll work it. Yes, and brumation does suck. Especially for Parsons. For Shamrock Chameleons, they have this kind of sort of brumation. They sit there and they kind of go, but they'll eat every now and then. Parsons, they just flip you off.
My bearded dragons are brumating a little bit, on and off, until I give them crickets, and then they get up, wake up, and go eat the crickets and go back to sleep. And they leave all their vegetables, which is something I like to do. I like to eat my meat and then leave my vegetables for later, but still, it's not what they're supposed to do. So, all right.
Yeah. So as soon as I hear, I mean, it's going to be a public notice, but as soon as I hear, I'll let everybody else know.
Okay. Any other announcements?
I'll post it on the virtual campus. We have something special coming up, but I should just tell you that next week. I'm not going to be here next week. We're going to do something as a community. There is a horrible, you know what? I'll give you the announcement later. But just to say, there's a horrible plant in Madagascar that kills chameleons. And we have found somebody that would love to partner with us to get it gone. And so starting next week, I'm going to be starting a GoFundMe to partner with.
Is this an invasive plant, Bill?
Yes.
Is this part of nature?
This is an invasive plant.
So it wasn't there. It
wasn't there. And the thing is, it's a desmodium. So the stems have very sticky stems to the point where baby chameleons can crawl up the stem and they get stuck and they die. And so
that's sad.
And by the way, James, I looked for it when we were there. I didn't see it, but we've got a paper being published soon by our Dr. Michael Nash, and with evidence of this thing, and we are partnering with Wildlife Madagascar, who's got boots on the ground there, and they can actually get the people to do something about it. And so I believe March 1st is when I'm going to kick this off. I got 10 days to put it all together.
Wow. All right. Good luck, Bill. These invasive creatures.
Yeah, it's the things. This is one is I know this one. I hate this plant. I knew about it before when I went there in 2023 because I got a little Roa Loco, Kaluma Roa Loco, and I wanted to put him on a plant for a picture. I put him on this thing, and he was stuck like a glue trap. I had to pry that guy off, and I would say this is a horrible plant. When I found out that Dr. Nash actually did a paper on it, and it was an invasive plant, that's when I hated it even more. So Eliza says, could we make shirts to raise funds for it? We'll be doing a GoFundMe. You know what? We could make shirts. I think let's talk about it in the virtual campus. Let's do it a little bit out of the public eye until next week, and let's brainstorm like this. I like this idea. This is a very good idea. And Two Turtle Tom knows of this horrible thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were originally brought over for cattle feed, but they don't use it as cattle feed anymore. So now it's just that they're sitting there killing chameleons.
So they really are invasive. They put these things, but humans introduced them, and it's invasive. It's not like nature created something and, they're going to, it's going to be like natural selection. People did this and we shouldn't have done it. So.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Anything else, Bill?
I don't think so. Oh, there will be a video for a Chameleon Academy video Friday morning at 5 a.m.
All right.
So we will be there.
Be there. It's 8 a.m. still. I'll be at work.
What was that?
I'll be at work Friday morning at your 5 a.m. So there we go.
Okay. Well, anybody else who wants to be there and be in the chat live for the first showing at 5 a.m. Pacific, there will be a video.
You can only do what you got to do, Friday. Bill. You got to bring the dough in the other, I owe, it's off to work. I keep.
I know. I know you're excused.
All right. Let's see. Just like your excuse next Wednesday. If someone wants to co-host with me next Wednesday, let me know. Send me a message at Sean at Reptile Show Reporter or anywhere out, any of the other things you know to do, and I'll send you an invite. Even if you have an idea for what next week should be about, we'll just talk about Bill behind his back because he won't be here, and then we won't record it.
What the heck?
So it'll just be live only. Put James on. He's a hoot. Okay. We just had James on last week, but I'm not willing to put him on. I'll put James versus Two Turtle Tom in a battle of wits.
Oh boy, yeah. Give him a debate topic.
Yes. Plants are terrible. We discussed. All plants suck. That I'm sure Tom will have a feeling on that. Oh man. Turtles versus chameleons. Yes, I guess.
Reptile Jeopardy. Yep. James says, I'll do it with Tom.
All right, Tom, you coming? Next week, you're being called out, buddy. Let us know.
I'll say the one thing I do need, I need a picture of this Desmodium. One that I can use, one that I have the rights to. I can find all sorts of them on the internet.
Two Turtle, come on, make up your mind. No maybes. It's only a week away. What do you got going on? What's more important than a battle of wits with Tom, with James?
James?
Yes. I've called you out. I said all plants suck. No response. He's always a quick response, not to this, but there you go. Okay, which species of Desmodium is it?
Let me pick that up. Let me get that for you.
So then my announcements are no podcaster planned for the near future because, like I said, I broke my. I was negligent and left my drink by my laptop, and someone in my house knocked it over. So there you go.
It is a Desmodium uncinnatum.
Uncinnatum. And what else?
I just I put it in the chat.
And I've added it to the screen so we could see. All right.
Yeah,
But it'll be like we'll have a battle, but I'm going to change it midstream. I'm going to do how do you build this, or what's the depth that you need to be, or I'm going to ask all kinds of carpentry questions because my dad had me working on a job site from the time I was 9, so I know a little bit. So there we go. That's what we'll do. All right, Renee. Who's Renee? We don't have Renee somewhere, do we?
Renee, that's Marsha's wife.
Oh, did we already say that? I think
Renee
I did.
Ibsen.
I need a picture.
No, you don't have a picture of Renee yet.
I don't. I know. All right. Unless Renee wasn't on your trip, right?
No, Renee was not on my trip.
Okay.
But her and Marsha will come next time.
All right. Great. All right.
I've volunteered them.
Nate, don't cause too much trouble. I'm going to get you involved then. I'll put you in the middle. All right. Let's see. So, Bill.
Yep.
Topic today was supposed to be smaller reptile shows or something like that. We've got all the usual characters here. I thought, small, medium, large reptile shows. That was what I was saying a couple years ago. I really feel that there should be small, medium, large, and extra large. Like Tinley would be an extra large. The two Bayou, the super shows, should be an extra large. The mega show over in Pennsylvania by Pittsburgh should be a large. The medium should be the one in Columbus or the one here in Cleveland, which is actually in Medina. That should be a medium. And the smaller one should be the ones that, unless they've grown and I haven't noticed, ones out in Toledo where there's only like 10 to 20 vendors. Does that make sense?
Well, I
mean, am I just speaking out of turn?
Kill that mosquito.
Are you busy answering the questions in the?
Yeah, I am.
And so you're not even paying attention to the wisdom.
Well, we're talking about different levels of shows, and
I'm spewing wisdom here, Bill. This is wisdom for the ages.
Don't worry, it's being recorded.
You can watch it again later, but then you won't be able to answer me because I won't be live anymore.
I'm partnering with Nate, and Nate says that sounds good, and so does Chris. See, this is like tag team.
Okay. You think those okay, Nate, you agree? Okay, Nate's been to most of these shows. I don't know if he's been into Nate, have you been to Tinley? NARBC in Tinley? Yes, I think you did. We're not going to get on topic at all today, Bill. So that's usual. I'm going to let it go.
Yeah, Marsha, I just kind of threw that out there to see if anybody would. I mean, if both you and Renee said, "Oh, really? We're doing that? Okay." I guess the other one committed. Then you'd both show up and saying, "Wait, I thought you said we could do it. Oh, I thought you said we could do it." You'd be there anyways.
I don't think that really works, Bill.
I'm going to try.
People talk. When they're in the same house, they might bump into it and say, "Hey, was this your idea?"
People don't talk anymore.
And then we get mad at you because
yes,
you
Marsha,
caused the trouble.
I did volunteer you and Renee to go into the next Madagascar trip. And then if Marsha and Renee go, then James has to go, and Eliza Ann and Nate will have to go as well. And it's just like a domino effect. And then I have all my friends in Madagascar. So
I disagree with the can't compare because some have been around 20, but when they grow, they jump to a different size. So it's not defined by where they're at and what they've been. Everybody starts off with a couple vendors and then grows. And sometimes they get huge and sometimes they start huge. So there you go. All right. Everyone is going. All right.
Everyone's going. Are you still trying to talk about shows while we are?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm keeping the noise going, keeping the people watching. It's been, like I said, drinking from 5 fire hoses. They keep turning them on and off in different sections of my house. Not really, but around me, it feels like it. Work has been quite busy this last couple weeks. So, anyways, let's see.
Yeah, Vixen decided she's going to come up and see me and be with me.
Oh my gosh!
It is. I don't know. She's a Shiba, so she really doesn't do this often.
Bill has stolen the show. Bill stole the show back. He started it. He started it. This show originally started 2.5 years or 3 years ago as a get to know the chameleon enthusiast.
Oh, that's right.
People. And I apparently stole the show because I was on every show. And Bill said, that's a great idea. Let's keep doing that. And then we called it Exotic Pet Adventures, and that was available. So I bought that website. And I just think I just got rid of it now. And then we found out the Reptile Show reporter, because every person I interviewed was from a Reptile Show. And that's been going on for a while. So there you go. That's the origin of the show. But I think everyone has been here from I don't know if everyone's been here from the beginning, but
yeah, Renee is absolutely correct. This is a cat dog. It's a cat dog.
I don't know. My cats are like my dogs are like cats too. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, just to say, her jumping and wanting to be up in my lap is completely out of character. I'm actually worried that she feels sick or something. I don't know. They are a little bit aloof.
Two Turtle Tom is trying to make us stay on topic, and I don't think I'm going to put it up there, but discuss. I don't know. I think we just kind of like ignore it. All right, there we go. No, my dogs were sitting on the bed, looking after a fly, looking as it was flying around, trying to eat it, and trying to swat it and eat it, and they look like cats. So, but they didn't do anything. There was apparently a mouse got into the house the other day, and we have a couple cats as well. So that got taken care of, but they didn't do it. So oh well. Anyways, it wasn't I have a lot of frozen mice here, but let's see. Your show's turned into the cool kids get to talk on Wednesday. All right, yes. This is the cool kids who get to talk together on Wednesday. That's good. I don't care. That's fine.
We've been trying to figure out what's going on with Vixen. Mm-hmm. She seems to be a little bit anxious about stuff. She doesn't she often will not eat and just prefers to eat in private later. And so we have a situation. We're trying to figure out what's going on, and nothing seems to be, we're not able to figure it out just yet. So her jumping into my lap, this is unexpected. We're just going to go with it.
Think you could profit from the show? Should we take things to sell or just help them in order? I think the best way to profit from the show is to take things home. Go with money and get pets. I've done that for too long though, so that's why I stopped going to so
many. Excuse me, Renee. I would say take stuff to the show because people will see it and they want to take it and go with it. That's the whole thing about shows. So I wouldn't do the order thing. Take it to the show and give them a discount or something like that. Yeah, take them to the thing is they're so very cool. The way you do the resin, it's like when it's in your hand, it's like, oh my goodness, this is different than anything else. And you don't realize how cool it is until it's in your hand. And so having it there, I think is the winning strategy. Now, if they don't want to take it home, they don't want to carry stuff, then yeah, you help them go to the website, but definitely have it there in person.
All right. This chat keeps running. I don't know if this is serious, but I'm going to put it up there because it's me. All right. That's how you get on this show. You say something good about me, or at least it looks good about me, and I'll put it on.
Yeah,
Bill's not in control of that, so that's why it doesn't happen when he does it. So
wait a minute. Two Turtle Tom says the bald python craze is fading. Okay, explain. It should have faded like 20 years ago, but for some
Yeah.
reason he keeps going strong. What the heck is up with that?
I
And
don't know. They're
why?
boring and they don't eat. They stop eating and die,
It's the
from my
tulip
experience.
thing. It seems like the people buying ball pythons are mostly breeders, and that isn't sustainable.
Well,
Make this make sense
it
for the
appears
sports
to
viewing
be
guy.
they everybody, it's a pyramid scheme. Absolutely. It's a Ponzi scheme. Everybody sell the next person. You sell the two people, you sell the two people. Yeah.
Two of them
All
out
right. I
here.
put one on when it said something positive about Bill because he's not going to be here next week. So I think I let him just have something to think about. All right.
Yeah, but so what are you seeing, Tom, that indicates to you that we are having a downturn? I mean, I saw one interview on YouTube. I came across it where people were talking about, I mean, making 20,000 instead of 50,000. Okay, if that's a downturn, I'm not playing violins for them. Seth tells me prices are way down. Okay.
Everything, as soon as they start breeding it multiple times, then the prices go down. It's just
Yeah.
supply and demand.
The thing is, why now instead of later? Now, I can understand, and we're seeing this a lot, where the people who got involved during COVID, all the people who said, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. Now they're saying, well, this isn't as fun as it used to be, and we've got other options, and now we just want to get out of it. I've seen a lot of, in other areas, I've seen breeders starting to slash prices. And it's these people who just got started during the pandemic, and now they're tired of it.
Could it do the Reptile show that is coming out soon? What Reptile show is coming out soon? Is that some kind of secret we shouldn't be putting it on there?
What? I called her Martha? Oh no. What?
Wow.
I am so sorry.
And you were around for the Brady Bunch? Marsha. All day long.
Martha, oh my goodness, I did. I am so well the first time. I got it right the second time. So at least that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. Renee says, I called her that the first few days. Oh, well. Yeah, there's a reptile show like Tiger King and Chimp Crazy coming out. Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Good luck to us.
Yes. Nate's scared. I don't think he needs to be. All right. All right, Bill.
What? Now that I've totally derailed it, you can start talking.
We're like 30 minutes. We've wasted 30 minutes on nonsense. So
we've totally derailed the entire conversation.
Just have fun on Wednesday nights. And then I go to bed and get back to work in the morning. So there you go. But yes. All right. So the one takeaway is we've got small, medium, large, and extra large. And I haven't defined them very well, but I've defined them by things that I've seen. And so there we go.
Good enough. Renee says, scary. Hopefully it won't cast a bad light. Renee, I can't imagine that it will cast a good light because that would be boring. Mm-hmm. And they want ratings. So I am betting it's going to be dramatized and it's going to be not good.
All right. So James says the nonsense makes it fun.
That's right. You need me.
He didn't say you were the nonsense.
Oh, you called me the nonsense. So you know what? Hey.
I don't know if I remember that you calling you the nonsense, but okay.
The little math humor there.
Yes.
There Any nerds in the audience?
Math is better than English, though, because it's got a right answer.
I butcher English a lot. I take liberties with English, and my daughter is an English major. In fact, she's getting her graduate degree in English. So, yeah, we have a lot
I'm
of
going to put this
spirited
up, and I'm going to
discussions.
say no.
What?
I'm going to disagree with Two Turtle there. So,
Yeah, well, you should. Gives them something to do.
yes. All right. He won't be here next week. I've called him out, and he's not going to be here.
Yeah, well, he
James
likes
Cross and I are
me.
going to
Says,
make
Bill,
fun of
you
him the
talk
whole
real good.
show.
I talk real good. By the way, Two Turtle Tom and everybody who enjoys the podcast and the video are two separate productions. So the podcast is greatly extended.
It's okay to be confused. We're confused as well. Because Bill keeps taking us off topic and the people in the chat. And
I'm talking
there
about
you
important
go.
stuff.
We're going to
Podcast
talk
is very
math.
important. So
We're going to be talking math.
But the thing is, this is like an anomaly. People repurpose, and so I've tried this before, and I don't like it. To where I do the video and then I rip the audio off. It's just it. I don't like the episodes. I can't even listen to those episodes because it just. I don't like it. You have to do different things with videos than you can for podcasts.
You may be smarter than the rest of us, Renee.
I can't
because you can diagram sentences and we can just do math. So there you go.
But I will hold out for the true art of podcasting. I may be the last person to hold on to that, but gosh darn it, I am. No, Amphibicast. Guys, Amphibicast is almost coming up to their 200th episode, and he is audio podcast only. He is a purist, and almost 200 episodes. So we need to go when he gets closer. It's going to be in like next month.
Wait a minute, Bill. You told me to start off with video podcasts.
Yes. If you want to be successful, yes, that's what you've got to do. So you're doing the right thing. Me holding on to audio podcasting, that's like the old guy hanging on to his dial-up telephone, his dial telephone, saying,
"You're what, about an hour older than me, Bill?"
What?
You're like months older than me.
No, but I started with podcasting, and so it's like. That's where I started, and I don't know. I may have been the first person to do the narrative podcast in the reptile community. I don't know. Usually it was interview stuff. So I think, as far as I know, I don't know. I really don't know. But I really.
This is funny, Bill. You're like
I haven't.
Radio operator.
You know what?
You know what? When the world ends and we get hit by a EMP. You're going to be able to be there, Bill. Your podcasts are still going to go.
Hey, I have a ham radio license. KE6GMT. That's my call sign. Long time ago. But just being paid. Podcasts are now mainstream. But you know what, Tom? They are, but they're going video. The big ones are all video. And so they've got the video component to it. This is very, very, very few. Actually, no, I can't say that. On the entrepreneurial space, there's a lot of people there, but like in our reptile community, I don't know if I haven't done a check lately. I wonder if there's people doing narrative podcasts. It takes a lot of work, and you don't get a whole lot of feedback or recognition. And so it's a tough way to go. But podcasting is as popular as ever, Bill. All right. I'm good with that. I love it. Are you going to be there at 5 a.m.? Marcia, and I will be there Friday at 5 a.m. We'll have a video. Yay.
All right.
So I prefer the audio podcast. I do too. I've had to like move it because of where the bright center of the universe is moving, but I love my audio podcasts. I would stay there forever if if that was possible.
If the rest of the world would be there with you. So there you go.
Yeah. So it's the narrative podcasts are rare. Yeah, they are. Well, there's a lot of people doing story and dramatizations, and that's kind of fun. But in the reptile community, I don't know, the Two Turtle Tom, Nate, you guys, do you know of a podcast that's kind of a narrative or tutorial type podcast that in the reptile community? Are there anyone else doing this style of podcast that I do? I'd be very interested in hearing if there is. I know there's a lot of interview type. There's a lot of two people talking back and forth type. That's the most common because it's the easiest to do. But,
James is leaving us.
All right, man.
All right. I think we need to call this a wrap, Bill. It's been a long week. Cold here. I had to shovel the snow and everything. It's very, very cold. Cold. It's like cold. The snow has ice. It's cold. It's like cold. Did I say cold? It's very, very cold here. So we've been next week it might be better. We might break freezing. So there you go. But,
all right.
All right, everyone. Have a good week, and we'll see you next week. I'm going to try to get James and Two Turtle Tom to debate or something. If not, I'll bring Nate on.
Okay. Sounds good. Have a good week, everybody. I'll see you Friday morning at 5 a.m. Pacific.